Hi there, this is a piece of audio content that is only available in full over at patreon.com/Elwood City Limits. We wanted to give you a little bit of a preview to show you what you might be missing out on. You can join us for as little as $1 under the pay what you want model at patreon.com/Elwood City Limits and get access to over dozens of hours of content, including every episode of For the Kids, a PBS Kids podcast. We appreciate you listening, whether you're a patron or whether you're listening on the free feed. You're under no obligation to join, and thank you very much for checking out this preview. But if you'd like to know what these episodes and extra content sounds like, here's a little bit of a sneak peek. And we go from that to finding one of the other characters, and this is the character that you were referencing in terms of somebody who is, I think, fairly iconic for this show. We go into the kitchen, and Bear introduces us to Tutter the mouse, and Tutter gives us his own tour of the kitchen, which is from his perspective on the floor. So we see the sun window, the cheese drawer. Okay, do people do this? Do people keep cheese in a drawer?
I don't know. It sounds like a meme or a copy pasta or something. Like, Mom found the cheese drawer.
Oh, hang on, cheese drawer.
I don't think.
Well, and all I'm seeing is like, well, yeah, there's cheese drawers in fridges now, but like, just like a cheese drawer subject to the open air and environment of the kitchen. And of course, Bear says, mice love cheese, and I'm like, yeah, I bet they would love a cheese drawer. This looks crazy. And then finally, Tutter's mouse hole. What I liked was Tutter has this funny little subtle New York accent that is not, they don't lay it on too thick, but you can hear it in certain deliveries. So he'll say something like, it's like, I know you like to go in the cheese drawer for your midnight snack. Or, when Bear says goodbye and he says, thank you, Bear. And you could see a world in which he was like leaning on the New York accent for every single line, but it's just every once in a while. I really appreciated the restraint in terms of creating that character. A restraint that I wish we saw in the next characters that we meet. We head upstairs to the bathroom where Bear has his soaps and shampoos, because the bathroom is where you take a bath and do other stuff.
He says, it's the bath. He goes, the bathroom is where you get clean. That's why they call it the bathroom, which reminded me of the David Mamet movie Heist, where a character says, everybody wants money. That's why they call it money.
Oh, that's where that comes from. I've definitely heard that quote before. I didn't know where you were going. David, is that the first time that David Mamet and Bear in the Big Blue House have been compared?
I don't know.
I'm willing to bet yes. You heard it here first. So in the bathroom, Bear meets these twin purple otters named Pip and Pop, and they do a little bit of a song about how much they love to use the water. They love to get clean. They love to like use toothbrushes and take baths. These two are these are the first characters I would call annoying. I did not like these guys. You did, it's funny, you did the Chris Jericho impression earlier, and it's just like they're very much like, yeah, we're gonna be the and then we're gonna be and it's like, please let them stop talking. Like, I don't want to hear them anymore.
I didn't mind them so much just because they're really cute. All the puppets in this show are really cute. Really cute. It's the next guy that was a little too much for me.
Oh, okay. So after the bathroom, oh God, I know. I somehow. Okay, yes, you're right. Because Bear goes into his bedroom after this, and I thought maybe we were going to meet Ray the Sun, and I was a little excited, but no. This, as annoying as I think Pip and Pop are, they got nothing on Treelo the Lemur. And Treelo the Lemur loves the bed. So after several characters who have their own accents, fairly normal ones, Treelo is the type of character you get sometimes that just has a weird dialect. He like purrs a lot, and he sort of talks, but sort of doesn't. How would you describe this, Lucas?
I wrote down Treelo is the quote-unquote wacky character.
Yeah.
He's wacky. He's a little random.
Ugh. I don't even think, like, even when I was watching it, I was having trouble, like, reproducing the voice. I don't even think I would be able to completely do it justice now, but it's just like, oh, you love the bedroom. I keep wanting to call him Trico. Trilo. It's like, yeah, you don't love the band, like love the band. That's not even it. It's just like, ugh. I really, and also his appearance is like he's a green lemur and just looks like a clown more than anything. I didn't like Trilo at all. Like I found Pip and Pop annoying, but Trilo, it felt like his segment went on for twice as long as theirs did. And I just felt like there was too much stuff going on here. Like he looks strange. He's got a weird voice. He kept asking Bear for hugs and just like, I don't know. I didn't like it. I didn't like him. So he's easily the farthest down in the rankings here if you're ranking them at home. Then we go out to the hallway. Bear sings a little song and he finds Shadow, who is the shadow of a little girl puppet who is on the wall. So we just see the shadow outline, but we don't see any features. I'm guessing this is also a regular part of the show where Shadow tells us a story about the old lady who lived in a shoe. Going back to mixed media again, Shadow's story is told in this black paper cutout against a white background, like a shadow play. I just thought this was a really interesting way to mix it up. This was a really intriguing way to tell this little story.
I remembered this part from when I was a kid, and it's still kind of it is a definitely kind of a change of pace, and I feel like with a show as slow paced as this, it's good to mix the media to kind of change the presentation. But I don't know, to me the shadow stuff is so much less interesting than the traditional puppet work. I just find, it's more storybook like than the rest of the show. But it's I don't know, not my cup of tea. A little slow for me.
Fair enough. At least it didn't take up too much time. I also liked it because it reminded me of the new Candyman movie has a sequence in it that uses this style, and I thought it was really effective. Now, granted, that was for horror, and I thought it worked really well in that regard. So a little bit different than what they're going for here. I also thought that when you watch this segment, you have Shadow telling the story as the narrator, and then you have little incidental dialogue between the characters, which to me felt improvised. There's a rhyme in the old woman who lived in a shoe story about, she gave the children some broth and sent them to bed, and then you have one of the kids be like, "Hey mom, where's the bread?" Just little asides that don't affect the story, but are probably just the puppeteers having fun. Okay, that's going to do it for now, but we will see you next time on Elwood City Limits or at patreon.com/ElwoodCityLimits if you decide to join us. Thank you very much, and have a great week.